Sir from 17 once again. This is my Metal Gear Solid 3 European Extreme video walkthrough. We're taking on the Ocelot unit, and I just fucked up there because the controls, man. Oh, the controls, so irritating. You have to hold like 9 buttons to get your gun out and aim. It's been so long since I've played, and I'm just not used to it, and I'm trying to do the hardest difficulty. It's just not a good recipe. So right there, I shot against the wall and it made this guy move. If I'd not done that, he would have been where I aimed originally, but instead he's there. So on your run, don't do that. It's just, this took me a couple tries because this is very, very challenging, guys. And if you've seen the speedrunners do it, you'll understand just how good those people are at this game. So my technique here is I throw a stun grenade, which I kind of regret doing, because you can get this trigger that I'm about to do just by being under here. But if you do the stun grenade, it seems to make these people queue up at that vent. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to shoot them in the leg, I'm going to shoot them in the head. And if you do this correctly, and if you have the same, random luck that I do, it'll get you down to about 3 enemies left. And those 3 enemies are the dude on the roof with the rifle, a guy over on the far side, and a guy next to the guy on the far side. And this is the easiest and least skillful way to get through this extremely challenging section. And there you go. As soon as it hits number 3, you know that you can leave. But you need to be careful here, folks, because for some reason, I don't know why, the guy on the roof will randomly spot you. And I have ran around this area fully standing up, making a ton of noise. He's been in the same position, and he's never seen me before. But on a couple runs when I was trying to record this, he just kind of did. So you want to be really, really careful. So I'm manipulating the camera here to see whereabouts he's going to move to. And depending on where he moves will depend on how you want to shoot him. Because if he moves south from where he is now, you have to aim really high. Because if you don't, you can hit him in the head and he will still see you. It's super broken and stupid. I don't get it. It must be my bad aim, but it was really irking me when I was trying to capture this. But there he goes. I climb up, and then we're just going to shoot him in the head. And there's only 2 guys left, and we know exactly where they are. So there's the shot on him. Now we can drop back down off the roof. And I'm not too sure if it's just me, if it's a placebo or what, but if you're having trouble doing a sequence or imitating something that I do in the game, especially if it's a speedrun technique that I'm using, which I'm going to try and tell you which ones are, try the different camera modes and see if you have better success, because I often found using the updated camera from Subsistence could make the game more difficult at times. I did the exact same thing with the old camera that was kind of top down, and I didn't get spotted as often. So I have no idea if it actually changes the mechanics or how the AI works, but it kind of gave me a boost of confidence when I needed it occasionally. So I thought I'd share that piece of information. But I played this game back when it first came out, but I never really did it enough justice, and I loved it, but I was always kind of a Metal Gear Solid 2 guy, even though I do believe that this is the better game. So I'm trying to find out where this guard is, and I just saw him then, so I'm going to try and lean to shoot him. Because if you lean out from behind things in first-person view, you seem to be almost unseeable. It's really, really useful. Like, as opposed to standing out in the open. If I stood out in the open, then he would see me, so you do not want to do that. You want to always lean. It's ridiculously useful. And all I'm going to do now is run around, pick up some items, I'm going to shake some bodies, I'm going to try and get some weapons back. And I need to find a stun grenade, but I don't, and I messed that up. And it's a big pain in the ass because I don't have 3 for the end, and then the strategy that I'm going to try and show you guys is not as effective when you have 2. So try and get 3 stun grenades, do not make the mistake I make. But then the High Def Collection came out, and I'd not played the game in years, and I played it, I beat it, with the intention of making a guide like this, and then I just never did. And in the meantime, I was watching, speedruns of it, because I've kind of got into speedruns for some reason. I don't really like doing them myself, but I think watching them can teach you a lot about games, and they're normally really interesting. So I watched somebody run this game, and it wasn't the world record or anything, but he was just so fucking good. He made everything look so easy, and I knew from experience that it wasn't, and it really inspired me to make this guide. And a lot of my strategies are really old ones that I saw a long time ago, but every so often there's quite a more recent one that I saw in a speedrun and I didn't even know you could do. So I'm going to try my best to point out where I found the influence to do some of the things I did, where it's just me making shit up, and where it's, you know, tried and tested pretty old techniques. But thank you for watching, and as always, you take care now.